The 3 Gen Z kids at the Today Show, it was so humbling for me because they're like they didn't know who I was. They didn't know this was my career. They didn't know anything. And it was just like, are you excited to be on TV? And I'm like, I'm excited for this opportunity, but I've been on live TV before. You have? And I'm like, okay.
It's also demeaning.
Like, don't talk to me like that.
Hello and welcome to the U Up Podcast. I'm Jared Freed.
And I'm Matchmaker Maria.
And it is so good to be back here with you, Matchmaker Maria, and you, the listener, the viewer. If you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're just listening, thank you for listening. We are here during our maternity leave era for Jordana Abraham. If you want to hear from Jordana and get updates, sign up for You Up with benefits. That's $5 a month, gets you 2 extra podcasts a month. No ads, a day early release on the episodes. And again, you're going to hear from Jordana and how she's doing with the whole baby process. And we wish her the best and all the love in the world. But today, Matchmaker Maria, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I love that you called it the baby process.
The baby process. Yeah, what would I call it? The baby thing? The baby, what would you call it?
Mothering?
Being a mom?
Mothering?
Mothering sounds so formal. I guess baby process sounds formal too.
It's a human. Shouldn't it be a little formal?
I guess. I don't know. I would be like, for a baby, I'm like, that it.
I'm excited to hear these episodes as a subscriber.
Thank you.
Love, first of all, listening to the podcast without any ads.
Yes.
But also, I can't wait to hear about Jordana's experience because I can relate to it.
Yes.
As a mom.
You've done it.
As someone who's been mothering for 8 years.
With child for two experiences.
2 experiences.
2 children sitting at home, 2 mouths to feed. Having 2 children.
Yeah.
How does that change your perspective on the dating world? I mean, like, that's something as a single guy you hear back from people with kids. Nothing's that serious. All your problems are nothing, which kind of, for some, that's not everybody. You as a professional understand not to be like, well, it's nothing. You don't have to, you don't have 2 kids.
But my bullshit meter is way more sensitive since having kids. Okay. So I can kind of sniff out when I'm talking to someone who's telling me, what they're looking for. And I'm like, is this what you really want? Or is this what you think you're familiar with because you've engineered your algorithm to only show you this aesthetic? So you have no concept of what you're actually attracted to versus what you think you're attracted to.
Give me an example of that. Is that mostly men?
Yeah.
Yeah. So men come to you and say, I want this, this, and that. And you're like, have you seen that?
Do you really want? I mean, I'll introduce you to that person if they also want to meet you. But I don't know if that's actually going to work for you.
What's the toughest part about dating right now? What's the thing people are dealing with? It's 2026. What's like the thing? I think there's like every year. It's like the new alcoholic drink. We go from rosé to spiked seltzer to the espresso martini. I think this happens in dating. And you're ear to the ground. You're front lines. What's the thing in dating right now that people are dealing with?
So as someone who talks to 40 single people a week via Zoom or in person for really in-depth interviews about what they're looking for, who they want to date, what their dating history looks like, I know that last year when I was on, I said something about like algorithms are keeping people single because we all have these very different realities. But I also think that in 2026, it's also about attitude. And I feel like if you're so quick to think that the person who's messaging you is coming out in bad faith and you're just ready to say something smart so that you can take a screenshot of it, post it to Threads, let the whole algorithm on that platform, support you or, oh yeah, you did it. It's just coming in bad faith to the whole experience. And I think the attitude has to shift a little bit. Like if you're going to do that, just log off.
Well, honestly, to make it even more relatable to someone who's like, I would never post on anything, but if your first move is to do what you've seen has been posted, it's the environment, it's the weather. The negativity does feel palpable. I mean, we did a You Up with Benefits episode where we had a Gen Z couple come on, and they were discussing the time they were spending together, and like I was like, I thought the woman in the scenario was being mean. Like I thought she was being mean to the guy. Like she was like, it's embarrassing. Her boyfriend is on with us right now. Like you can go listen to the interview, and I give her some feedback on that. Yeah. My feelings are my feelings. You can disagree with them, but I'm saying when I heard her say like having a boy, like who wants to have a boyfriend? Like as he's on the Zoom with us, and she's kind of giving tude, and I'm like I'm tasting it, and I'm going, Well, I know the joke she's doing. I know where she learned this.
Is having a boyfriend embarrassing.
Right. And just the general vibe of it wasn't her own. It was more like, I'm speaking within the zeitgeist. I'm speaking within.
So that's it right there. She's speaking in that environment.
The safety of the zeitgeist and the environment. Right. And I think what you're saying.
And men do this too.
Everyone does
right?
it.
Everyone does it.
And
it's not even, and I don't think it's even limited to a generation. We've all done it. It's just the difference now is that we're no longer in monoculture. Like not all of us are spending Friday nights at home to watch TGIF and ooh, what is Steve Urkel going to do today? Like that's not how,
I do wonder what Steve Urkel's going to do today. What do you think Steve Urkel's doing
How did he not blow up? Is it Jameel White?
He did blow up. If you think about it, for one thing, sometimes people only want you to be one thing.
It's like Macaulay Culkin, who I think is so talented. I wish I could see him
Macaulay
more.
Culkin to lead a whole movie. You ever see like the SNL?
Yeah.
Like when he hosted SNL, you're like, oh my God, this person.
I mean, I've been just seeing him at the Golden Globes last month.
I didn't watch it.
Watch his.
Okay.
Because it was such a perfect, I feel like, so when we talk about attitude, and it's like, I feel like he did such a perfect, like self-deprecating joke towards him.
Yeah.
That kind of made everyone feel like, okay, I can relate to this. Right. Like, I think sometimes people go into dating with different attitudes. And, for instance, the woman that you mentioned just now, her boyfriend might not be aware of what she has consumed or read. So he doesn't know the environment he's dating in.
Well, that even more so when you meet on an app, you don't know.
Yeah.
They're coming in with their hot take, hot joke, from a world that allows it. And now you're coming against another person who's in their own algorithm, in their own silo. And they're like, I'm not familiar with that humor. I'm not familiar with that shot you just took at me across the bow,
Yeah. And now, so I've had my business for nearly 2 decades. So I've had boomers as clients. I've had Gen X
and sorry to interrupt. I didn't even do this in the beginning. Everyone go follow Matchmaker Maria. You can get, Matchmaker Maria, whether the paid, unpaid platform, you do it all. Like she does coaching. You can sign up to be a part of her database where she fixes people up. Matchmaker Maria for single people is like the hub of where you're going to get like real helpful like tools as much as you are maybe a match, so I think if they need to go follow it, and she has a great podcast, so go Ask a Matchmaker, the podcast. Every Wednesday she's taking questions and answering them. Real world, reasonable advice, thoughtful. Matchmaker Maria has been here before, but go follow right now and go listen to her podcast. Okay, so you have every age group.
Yeah, and now we have Gen Z clients.
How is that going?
It's so different. It's so different than for our whole team, because it's not just me in the office. I have 4 senior matchmakers. It's such a different experience. So everything feels like either there's no time, like, oh my God, I'm 26 and I'm not married yet. Is it over for me?
Right.
Or it's the other extreme where it's like, okay, hey, we have a match for you. You seem really great. I'm so happy we got to meet. I'm so happy with this interview. Let's set it up. When is your availability this week? Ooh, this week? Could we wait like 2 months? Do they want to have kids? I don't want to have kids for like another 10 years. And I'm
so is it like aloof, but on top of it? Like it's weird to be on top of it and reach out to a matchmaker while also being like, oh, not yet.
And it's both genders.
Yeah.
Like even my male clients, I have this amazing client right now. I do believe he's going to get married through us. Like I'm so sure of it. If anything, I've ever been sure in my life. He is Indian. He is Muslim. He's currently studying for his residency or, participating in his residency. He's going to be a doctor one day. Well, he is a doctor, right? Isn't that how it works? He's a doctor. He's a doctor, but he's in residency.
In residency.
That's right. He's a doctor in residency. So we have been meeting all these incredible matches for him. And, he's been awesome. He's really intentional. And I think most of the women have been also really great. Now it's about chemistry, right? They have to go on the date, see if they like the way each other smell. If you have
that's my first move.
It is. I mean...
Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Jared.
I really believe you have to like how people smell.
It's all about order.
Yeah.
Don't start with smelling them.
I mean,
you can get a whiff from far away.
Do you hug when you go on a first date, or do you shake hands?
I generally go for a hug. And you know what I do on a first date? I go for a hug and I say, good to see you. I don't like to say, good to meet you. Ooh. And I think and I'll have women, they go, nice to meet you. They make a point to say nice to meet you. I kind of go good to see you because we've really met. Like I'm not like, this isn't, we haven't spoken. We've spoken. I don't know. I find it interesting that they change it.
Do you ask for permission to hug?
Only in a meet and greet line generally after a show. And people ask me permission to hug me.
Oh.
It goes both ways. So I have people that in the line, they go, "Can I hug you?" And I absolutely, I'm game to it. I appreciate. Sometimes they're like, "I'm a hugger, get in here," and I'm like, "Okay." Like I'm fine with that. I think they feel they know me in a way.
Right.
On a date, I go for the hug.
So let me tell you what's different about this client who's
Okay.
Gen Z, okay? Because he's had all these conversations with my team about like, how do you envision the future looking like? And he was telling us about how he'd really like to share his heritage and his faith with his match. So that obviously will narrow the options of who we set him up with. He'll say, you know, here's what I feel like the next 3 years look like. Here's what I think the next 5 years look like. And we're just talking right now and, you know, what are our hopes and dreams in this experience together? The women, we also have these conversations as well. But it's like their first time going on a date where all of that has already been spoken about ahead of time. It's not this very, you know, cloudy, nebulous idea.
You know you're going on a date with someone with
intention.
With intention, the hopes and dreams have been said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so surreal.
Hey, you're going out with a guy who just said, "I am looking to be married in the next 3 years." So
Yeah.
it's like, especially
And
at that
the
age. it's hard.
feedback when they go on dates is so surreal compared to any other generation because first of all, it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
They're like, this was a great date. Here's what I liked about him. I don't know if we're a long-term match because this XYZ doesn't align my future plans. And it's not about kids. Like they're actually thinking in this very, intentional way, which is not unique to me as an elder millennial because this is how I dated when I was 28, but it is unique to them because they haven't dated that way.
I think also for that, when you're, they're in college, like the idea of us, you and I are the same age, and the idea people did date.
Yeah,
in college.
to get an MRS.
Right. So that was part of it. That was a
joke.
That was a joke that was going on. But also just like the idea of like this open idea of casual relationships felt very much their generation.
Yeah.
Like the idea that was, to us, I think it was more of a secret.
Yeah.
It was more
do you
not
remember
said.
when OkCupid came out and it was like, I'm on OkCupid?
Right.
As
well,
if
yeah.
like, I'm taking heroin.
Right.
Like,
the dating website people were really considered
whereas
like
now
basement
it's,
dwellers.
Yeah. And then with Gen Z, they're such digital natives.
Yeah.
And they're so incredible about it because they judge you on authenticity. No other generation has that as their number one factor. And I'm not saying this, like there was a match group study that was conducted to figure out what is Gen Z valuing the most, and it was authenticity by and large.
Now, speaking of authenticity, that's a good segue to what today we got to talk about. You are dressed ready for Valentine's Day. It is, look at your shoes. They're wonderful. Everyone go on YouTube. Check out Matchmaker Maria's shoes.
Oh God, this is a workout. These are 50 pounds each.
These are statement makers. These are, oh my God, that chick likes herself some Valentine's Day. If I saw if I went to an office and there was one woman dressed with these shoes, I would be like, her husband better have done some shit.
Can I just say that the walk over here?
Yeah, you're wearing like weighted shoes. It's like
it was a moonwalk. Like, and I don't mean moonwalk like Michael Jackson. I mean like Neil
Plodding.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Like, I can't lift my feet.
Now,
these are Betsy Johnson.
I think authenticity, I wrote some notes for today. Today is Valentine's Day Eve. And I think it's an interesting day because it gets shouted down Valentine's Day. Yeah. As you know, we hear from the same people.
You know, this is our third Valentine's Day together in a row.
What do we do? Like something blue, something new? Do we have, what's the third, really? Oh, that you've come on the show.
That you and I spend this week together. Because it was J-Train.
Yep.
Then last year was my podcast.
Yes.
Ask a Matchmaker.
Yeah, go
and
listen.
And then this year it's You Up.
I'm so excited. This is great.
So
this
next
is
year
a yearly tradition.
Go.
Next year we got to do it like on the Today Show.
You are literally my most. I don't think I even spend Valentine's Day with my husband because it's such a big media day for me.
Yeah, it's a work day.
So for us, it's February 15th. Mm-hmm. But you are the most consistent Valentine I think I've ever had.
It's great to know. I'm warmed. Well, I wanted to bring up Valentine's Day because you will have people, I will say, as a guy who's like whatever about Valentine's Day, as a single man.
You're single.
Single man on Valentine's Day, it's just like, okay. Like, it's like not a concern.
Yeah.
I'm not like at home. I'm not like, get the guys together. Let's have a Valentine's Day. Like there's no societal weighing on
that
me.
for you.
It'd be fun to get a bunch of dudes together and do Valentine's Day. Go to the bar. I've always encouraged men to go to bars on Valentine's Day. I think that tonight's like the best.
The dive bars tonight are popping.
Good night to go out. Good night to meet
Holy
people.
smokes.
Good night to commiserate. Hey, you're single. You know who's single. You know who's not. If they're out on Valentine's Day with other women, maybe they're lesbian, maybe that's their persuasion. But if they're with a big group, you can assume they are single.
Your local watering hole today, February 13th, and tomorrow, February 14th.
And it's on the weekend, Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th. Yeah.
Dude, today and tomorrow are the sluttiest days for single. Like, why? Just get off the, don't even think about Valentine's Day. Just know that the people that are coupled up, they're either at home watching some rom-com and cooking each other dinner, or they're at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. They're not at your local dive bar.
Right. They're not dressed down.
No.
They're either dressed all the way down in their PJs or they're dressed up.
Lingerie.
The middle ground people, you want to be looking for people in jeans tonight. I love this. I actually didn't, authenticity, because that is kind of like the Sesame Street magic word. Because when you're out tonight alone, you are single. When you don't do anything for Valentine's Day for someone else, you are single.
Yep.
When something doesn't get done for you or an acknowledgement of the day, if there's no acknowledgement of the day, then there's no acknowledgement of you. So consider yourself single. This is the most authentic your partner will be with you. That there's no more authentic day than today.
Yeah, and I think you get to control your narrative if I don't think anyone should feel lonely this weekend. I understand when people do, because maybe you thought that this year you would have a Valentine.
Right.
You would have someone to share it with.
Right. No one's telling you to feel lonely, I
Right.
would hope. It would be a very extreme case where
But I
someone's
understand
like,
it. Some
you're
people-
alone on Valentine's Day, loser. That's not going to happen. That's the movie version of today.
Yeah.
But the reality is,
Some people do feel down.
of course,
And I just feel
some
like
people feel down on a Tuesday.
But you know what? There's also married people who feel down because
Right.
they're in lonely marriages.
Yeah.
And you're not in that.
Right. Well, we could feel lucky for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you get to control the narrative of how this weekend's experience is. You can close the blinds and
Right.
put on some video games and order takeout and just not acknowledge anything pink and red.
Right.
You could do that. That's totally fine. Or you can lean in, get yourself to your local watering hole
Right.
and have a cocktail.
And chill out. Sit there, have your phone out.
Yeah.
Do the crossword. I did the crossword last night at a beautiful bar. I sat out, had I was at Chi-Chi's, Cecchio's, Catchy's, Cecchio. I went there before I went to the cellar.
Yeah.
I sat at the bar, took out the crossword, and
Did
just
you take out the
chilled.
crossword on paper or on your phone?
On my phone. I don't like it.
See,
I don't. Cecchi's, beautiful bar. I would suggest it highly as far as vibes are concerned.
I feel like you shouldn't do that.
Why not?
It should be on paper.
On paper, that's like a statement that I'm not looking to make about myself.
Then bring a Kindle.
That's another statement.
Then it
I'm
just
not
looks
looking
like you're like swiping.
I'm not swiping. I'm
How
writing.
would I know that?
Yeah, I'm saying the paper. I think it would be saying to go back to authenticity.
Yeah, you're doing
I'm
it.
not buying a paper.
You're doing
do,
the crossword puzzle because you want to do the crossword puzzle.
Yeah, I'm not
and
doing
I'm
it
looking
to
at it
show
as,
off.
hey, he's doing the crossword puzzle. Why don't you go talk to him?
Right. I have the ability to put down the crossword puzzle, look around the room, and go, oh, maybe I could talk to them or have a conversation. But I just think it was a nice bar. I just think for this hypothetical person, the watering hole, might be afraid to go alone.
Everyone's there alone.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it's fine. Like, just go by the bar.
What should
bring your
someone
phone
say to
with me.
someone that they want to talk to on Valentine's Day?
What?
What should someone say? What would a good opening line be?
Do you celebrate this bullshit holiday?
You go negative.
No, I'm
this
just kidding.
bullshit.
I would say, what is the worst dating advice you've heard this year?
The worst dating advice you've heard. Okay.
And I know the answer already.
What's the answer?
They told me to go to Home Depot
Hey.
and look confused. Isn't that ridiculous?
Isn't that so anti-woman?
I can't stand it.
Isn't that I'm not even sitting here professing myself to be a hero. I'm just saying if I told you're telling an adult woman with a college education, go walk into a place and look confused?
Yeah.
So, Maria, I have some questions before we get into the question today. I have a little bit of a game. Okay. I'm going to give you the relationship status. What should happen on Valentine's Day?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, this is a fun game. Okay.
Okay. So, meet on an app. They're 1 month later. They've gone on 3 dates over the course of a month. Completely normal.
Totally normal.
Valentine's Day happened. What should anyone do?
You have to acknowledge it. For
Acknowledge
sure.
the day.
Yeah. But you have to acknowledge it way before, like February 14th, like on the 12th.
Okay.
Which is, hey, Valentine's Day is this Saturday. Are we doing something?
Really?
And it could be man or woman.
You have to?
I think you should.
You should.
I feel like these holidays, any holiday, you have to set them up for success so that they meet whatever expectation you might have in your head.
I would call that person brave and bold if they had met someone 3 dates in a month, totally normal, and then they say, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. I'd love to spend it with you. Like that to me is
I didn't say I'd love to spend it with you. I said, are we doing something?
But that's kind of what you're saying, though.
So?
Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that is bold, that is brave, because you're going to get an answer.
Is it bold?
Yeah, I think it is. I think
After 3 dates?
I think it's you saying I like you, and I'm zoning in on you. That doesn't mean anything.
Sounds like a perfect Valentine.
It could be if the person's on the same page. If I got that text and I was dating multiple people, because I would say as someone who has been 3 dates in, a month in with someone, I'm generally dating other people at that time.
Oh, you do it. You do multiples. You don't do one by one.
Not really. If I'm like on 3 dates in, if someone else is like, hey, you want to meet my friend? I would go out with the friend.
Sure. Okay.
But I was just saying that's both are possible.
Right.
So you go,
So get them all together.
we all hang out.
Little bachelor.
And we see who wins the date.
Who gets your rose?
But I would send the 3 dates in, maybe this is mean. I'm willing to accept that feedback that like 3 dates in, happy Valentine's Day, while also having gone on a first date with someone that week.
That's fine. You have to text them.
Yeah, I think you have to text them.
Right.
But I think what you're saying is it could be true too.
It could, listen, you have nothing. You could say, do you want to do something? And you could say, yeah, let's go. It doesn't have to be this. You could go for a walk. Mm-hmm. And, a Valentine's Day themed coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sure they'll have like heart-shaped, donuts.
Yeah. No, okay. So you're 1 month in, but there's a label.
Oh, that's your Valentine.
Yeah.
Now,
Go
for sure.
dinner?
It could be dinner, could be sexy sex.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely champagne popping.
6 months label.
How is this a question?
I think there's a lot of people out there. You could be 6 months in and have no label and just be seeing each other.
Wait, you said 6 months with label.
Without label.
Oh, that's nobody. You need to break up with them. Break up with them today.
End it.
End it. You're done. You have 3 months.
6 months, no label, but there have been dates.
No.
6 months, no label, no dates. It's a situation.
Oh, situationship?
6 month situation.
You know what? 6 month situationship? That could be your 10 p.m., February 14th. You're a little drunk from the bar and you're like, hey, you up?
Okay. Let's have a little. Oh, wait, that's this show. 1 year with a label. What's the plan you're making for your significant other?
Dinner, drinks, sexy sex.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't think you
flowers.
should. I don't think it's funny because I got proposed to on February 10th.
Okay.
Can I tell you something? Mm-hmm. Do you know what me and my husband have an ongoing, not fight, but like our joke to each other for 10 years, 11 years? He proposed to me at a singles event I was hosting.
Okay. In front of everybody.
In front of a bunch of strangers I don't know.
Yeah.
And he neglected to tell someone he was about to propose.
So
I have no
one took a picture?
photos.
I feel like setting up the camera guy, it's funny. I think like from the male side, the straight male side, this stuff gets like delivered to you. Like maybe there's a lag. Like the have a photographer thing. Like my brother had a photographer waiting when he proposed.
Okay, but the irony
hiding
here,
in the bushes.
But the irony here is that as someone who has gotten 3,000 people engaged at
Sure.
this point, every day I get a DM of someone's engagement. And I
Yes.
have literally over 3,000 photos. Like that's half of my memory of my iPhone.
But you're the reason.
Those are my rings.
Because of you.
Those are my ring photos.
Because of you, those guys know. There was no you to tell your guy
Yeah.
to have the photographer ready. Like, make sure the nails are done. Like, these are things I know with no girlfriend.
Right.
You know, like I'm saying, like there's a lagging drip of information that gets to the straight male world.
2015 was a different time.
All right, let's do the emails. We have some really good emails. These are Valentine's Day, drenched. These are flavored in Valentine's Day themes. We want you to send your emails, uup@betches.com. I also want you to come to a show tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be in Times Square. That's right, New York City, Town Hall. I have 2 shows tonight. I hope by this time they're both sold out. The early one sold out, but we're taping this early because of the maternity leave of it all. And then I'm going to be in Toronto. I think there might be tickets left there. Toronto, Vancouver, Tempe. Where else? Do I have anything else on that list? I think, LA, La La Land, Salt Lake City, Utah. Would love to see you in Salt Lake City, Utah at the end of March. JaredFree.com for all the tickets. Watch on YouTube, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying this show, if you enjoy Matchmaker Maria. And also, not most importantly, I have more dates coming, but also the book. I have a book. Matchmaker Maria, you have a book. Everyone should go buy your book.
Everyone should buy my book, but I read your book.
You read it.
Yeah,
I forgot you
sent
read
me
it.
the book.
Well, I sent you the book thinking, because I wanted a blurb from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
we got the
actually
blurb.
originally copy-pasted the blurb you gave on my book.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you can use your blurb back?
Yeah.
But no, I was like, oh, no, let me read it. Like
I was like, thank you.
And you know what's funny? I really like your book.
Thank you.
Like
I appreciate it.
look, at the end of the day, you're a comedian.
Yeah.
And first of all, I have to say one thing about your book. I'm obsessed with the cover.
Thank you.
I think the cover is perfect.
It's the one thing I didn't do.
Can I tell you why I love your cover?
Yeah, why is that?
Because first of all, it doesn't look like your typical dating book cover.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, well, yeah, because Jared is not a dating expert. He is a dater who happens to also be a comedian. So his perspective is, first of all, very unique. But also, I feel like when I looked at the cover, I thought, oh, this is a cover of someone's first book.
Yeah.
In the sense that there's going to be more books that come with this, and it's going to follow the theme.
I don't know if I can handle it. It was a tough process.
I'm really proud of you, so I don't want to say.
Thank you.
And you should totally pre-order. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah, pre-order it. No, thank you. I mean,
Pre-order
you
his
read it. The goal with the book,
I haven't read
and
this.
you can say whether you agree with this, my perspective on the book or whatever. It's funny, and it's also personal. There's personal stories in there that tell you kind of like what's going on in the mind of me, which is probably what's going on in the mind of a lot of men.
Very validating for any woman to read it.
I think that's what it's
how
meant
I
to
felt.
do. That's how it's meant to be. Is this, hey, I've had these questions. Why did it go this way? Why did things go down in the way they went down? And I think it's going to like make you feel kind of like those questions could be answered.
I also want to say, and I didn't include this in the blurb, but I do want to say that for a lot of comedians who have been in that space to write these kinds of books, I feel like you as the writer actually like women.
I hope that shows through.
Look,
Yeah. I think like the fear, I had this kind of, when I would talk about dating, I would always get like
you respect them is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And I've read books in the past where, I don't want to mention names, but you know them. And I'm like, I don't think you really, it's almost like a borderline misogyny.
right. No, and they think that they can do it because they're speaking with women.
Right.
And it's like, no, you're kind of speaking at them. Like,
Exactly.
And again, I think that's where like listen, I talk about my regrets in dating and like living and learning. And I think that's the thing that has to be, there's honest stories. My good friend's wife read it and she was like, you're going to be like hearing from people.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be like,
Are you
like,
recording the audiobook?
yeah, I'm going to do the audiobook.
Good. It's nothing like a podcast.
I know. I can't. I know.
It was as exhausting. You will learn what it's like to be pregnant.
That's
That's what it felt like.
That's
by
what I'm
day
going to
5.
say. When I have a wife that gets pregnant, I'm going to go, I've done this. I've done this. This is easy. I get it. All right, let's do some emails. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
UUP@betches.com. Petty or prudent? So we play this game here on the podcast. You know. You're dating someone, you end it. You do something after it's ended. Have you acted petty or was it prudent? It hadn't needed to be done. J&J and M&M. I got a petty or prudent for you that I hope gets to you just in time. It did. I'm 28 female and I love Valentine's Day. Ever since I was a little girl, my favorite holiday was Valentine's Day, writing cards, giving flowers to my mom from my siblings and more. Call me cliche, but I love a holiday that's centered around showing love and spreading joy. My boyfriend, 33, is firmly anti-Valentine's Day. He thinks it's dumb, says love shouldn't be boiled down to one day. He feels like unnecessary pressure fueled by consumerism, and that the expectations around gifts and grand gestures make it feel more stressful than meaningful to him.
I can't breathe.
It's like the most exhausting human I've ever met. Fine in theory, but in practice, he won't even say Happy Valentine's Day, and it somehow always turns into a fight.
Can I interrupt?
Please.
You know what I would say to this man?
What would you say?
Your mother.
What? You are from New Jersey. Your mother. What do you mean?
Is this how he feels about Mother's Day? I'm not going to text my mom or call my mom and say Happy Mother's Day. Right. I can love my mom any day of the year.
That's a good.
Your mother. Right. I am so from New Jersey. God,
your
little microaggressions of me.
No, I think you're right.
I'm proud.
I think if you wanted to like joust with this person, that's a great way to joust with them. I think it's like not even worth.
We can keep reading.
We can keep reading, but I think anytime someone tries to bring morality into a discussion, they're no longer discussing, they're now trying to win.
Yeah.
So does he want to discuss or does he want to win? So when you say the consumerism thing, like that's an eye roll from both of us. We're both sitting here because we've heard that before. That is like that's the pull the cord because no one can deny that. But when you bring in morality, now I have to bring it to everything you do, just like Mother's Day. You have to go, well, consumerism. So do you like who's to say what's too much consumerism, what's too little? We all consume. So for now he has to, and he'll never get called out on that. You can't be like, aha, you bought that that VCR. I almost went back to 1982. You bought that thing you don't need.
I just know a guy like this.
Who you know a guy like this?
Yes, I do. You know who they are? I could tell you exactly who they are. Have you ever met a friend who's married with kids and it's Mother's Day and he does nothing for his wife on Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the guy.
That's a similar, they're doing the morality play. She's not my mother. That's okay. I'm sorry. Your child is 4. I'm just saying that's the eye roll. That's them using the technicality, the small. I'm not agreeing with them. You're looking at me like I'm agreeing with them. I'm saying
no. Just call them a piece of shit.
Yeah, they're a piece of shit. But I'm saying that's like the move. Like
that's the moment.
A dickhead move. I think anytime you go. Well, they're not my mother. Anytime you go to the small writing to make someone feel bad, you're not engaging with them. Like this woman, whether she loved Valentine's Day or fucking Furbies, it wouldn't matter. She loves it. It's your girlfriend. So are you going to tell her she's stupid for liking Furbies? Or are you going to go, this is the woman I've signed up for with Furby and without Furby?
She's 28, so I don't know if she knows what a Furby is.
I'm trying to connect to you.
But I first of all, I 100% agree with you. And I think that comes down to we haven't even read the whole question, but this is the answer, which is the moment one of you likes it, you have to celebrate it.
Right.
That's it.
Or at least acknowledge it. Like in your own way. Like
it's
she could
one
say,
day a year.
To me, it's like such a nothing thing. But okay, we'll keep going.
All right.
This will be our 3rd Valentine's Day together, just like us. And I finally decided that if my man refuses to do things I want on Valentine's Day, I'll do them myself.
Queen.
Last year, we received a gift card from friends to a very bougie spa in town. They specifically said it was for us and that there was enough on it for a couple's massage. We've never used it. After our most recent Valentine's Day fight, I booked myself a massage, facial, pedicure, using the whole gift card. The next week, when we were talking about our plans for the weekend, Valentine's Day weekend, I mentioned that I was busy Saturday treating myself at the spa in town. He asked what I meant. And when I told him, he did a double take and said, "Did you use some of the credit we were saving for a special occasion?"
Saving? It was a gift.
I said, "I used it all." It's Valentine's Day. And since you're protesting something so small, I'm letting you technically treat me anyway. He's upset because he was looking forward to enjoying the spa together. I told him he had 364 other days to plan that.
And to pay for it.
Well, they had the gift card.
Yeah. I'm saying he can plan another one and pay for it.
He could if he wanted to. And if Valentine's Day was too stupid to acknowledge, then I'd happily go solo and enjoy every minute. So petty or prudent? If your boyfriend protests Valentine's Day so hard, is it fair to celebrate yourself? Even if it means there will be no shared spa day, gifting yourself the entire shared gift. Thanks, a soon-to-be well-moisturized Betch. What do you think? Is it petty or prudent?
I mean, it's petty, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay.
Like, she could have had that spa day any other day as well by herself.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't have to wait for a holiday to give yourself happy treatment.
Right.
Right. And like wellness.
Mm-hmm.
She's petty because she chose that specific day. And, look, at the end of the day, healthy relationships.
Would you call this a healthy relationship?
No. No, because
I think
healthy
there's a
relationships are dependent on these bids to connect.
Right.
And you need lots of happy, positive bids. Like, and what I mean by that is being able to acknowledge each other, being able to respect each other. And instead of telling them ahead of time, hey, since you don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, I've decided I really want to celebrate Valentine's Day. So I'm going to use that gift card that was gifted to both of us on myself that day. How do you feel about that? And he could have said, you know what? I don't usually celebrate Valentine's Day, but I would love to do that on Saturday with you. Let's do it together.
That's the healthiest way this could have gone. What you just said is exactly correct. And it's the way everyone puts down their knives. Like, that's the way everyone puts their gun on the table.
You either want to be right or you want to be happy.
But that's the point. Is like if it acted out that way, she would be so like
happy,
enthused. And if she wasn't and wrote into us, can you believe it took me to do that? We'd go, you're asking for too much. You're trying to push a string. You got what you wanted. He saw the error of his ways. He saw an opportunity to appease you on a day that you liked. It did take you making a move, but you got there. Let's be happy.
And then it becomes an annual tradition.
Right. How about
every
this
year,
is the way we do it?
Yeah.
And now don't you like it? And you go, I do like it. Yeah. But I think in this scenario, she's being petty. I agree. If I'm forced to give an answer.
It's your game.
Of course. I'm forcing myself to give an answer. It's petty. I think matching petty, because he's petty too.
Yeah.
His inability to like budge on Valentine's Day is a petty maneuver.
Totally.
To say it's about consumerism is literally the definition of petty to me. Like to be like
every holiday is consumerism.
Right. Everything is consumerism at a certain point. That's like saying, oh, you use a phone, it's made by little kids, and then just making someone have to deal with that. Like, fuck you. Like, there's a huge issue in this relationship.
Yeah, I think they should
whether
break
she
up.
wants to admit it or not. Like, this isn't.
They should break up.
I'm
it's
with
been 3
you.
years.
3 years, and he won't even like. You're having the same fight about Valentine's Day and then consumerism is brought up?
She also sucks too. I'm not, dear listener, I say this respectfully, okay?
Right, no,
You've outgrown this relationship and instead you're doing stuff like this instead of just, participating in the relationship and compromising and learning how to work together where your needs are met and his needs are met.
She's caught up on this game that she's not admitting isn't a game.
Yeah.
Like the whole Valentine's Day, she's like, there's some people that have these arguments and they go, well, it's about Valentine's Day. We are sitting here going, no, it's fucking not. Here's the thing. I'll be personal.
It's about a Saturday.
Right. This is about a Saturday. This is about how you bend for your partner. I'll be personal. There have been relationships I have bowed out of because I'm like, if I'm not excited to do this thing, I'd rather not be in a thing. And I think what this guy's doing is he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. He's like, no, I'm going to not budge on this one thing that is really important to the way she wrote it, based on what she wrote. I am going to do this since a kid. I've been Valentine's Day my whole life. And he's like, he won't budge here. Then why is he in a relationship?
Right.
Because he feels lonely.
Right.
So it's like he's having it all.
Right.
And he's dealing with a fight every year where he ends up winning.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
It's about sex.
Sure.
Do you like, first off, do you like lingerie?
Yes, I do like a blowjob.
Do you like lingerie?
I kind of.
Okay.
I go lingerie. It's nice that they feel sexy. I like that they're more confident. Yeah.
Perfect answer.
Okay.
Wow.
I nailed it.
Wow. Nailed it. Okay. So you know how around this time, lingerie being sold in like red and pink. I always wonder about the people who don't like to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's like, so if your girlfriend showed up wearing like a red lacy number, you'd be like, this is too consumerism, put on the black number.
Right, it'd be a crazy response. I don't know.
Like, where does the consumerism line end?
That's my point about bringing up morality in an argument. Because
you gave such a good answer. It's like, what a safe answer.
What do you mean? Is it safe?
Yeah, like I love that you made it about her. Like, well, if you feel good.
I'm just saying.
I'm just proud of you.
Well, listen, I just think lingerie has been over. considering how much porn is out there.
Yeah, it's desensitized.
We're desensitized. Like maybe at one point that was like a thing.
Yeah.
I want in a sexual situation for a woman to have like, to be like bold and like a little bit outside of herself. And I think sometimes lingerie can put you in that mood.
Totally.
Like that would be my preference with the lingerie. But
now we know that about
let's do
Jared.
it. Now that we've gotten personal, buy the lingerie, lady. So let's do an email. You ready? uup@betches.com. Matchmaker Maria, I'm going to let you read the email. I'll let you do the honors.
All right. Hey, J&J and M&M. I love that, by the way.
Yeah, we get you involved.
Love the pod and loving the latest benefits episode. Congratulations, Jordana.
Oh, I'll take the thank you. I'll give you a thank you.
I have a question that I need some insight on and how to say no and how to keep dating. I, 24, have been dating this guy, 27, since the beginning of the year. Let's call him T. T and I have had really awesome dates. Fun cocktail bars, movie nights, and we even went to see Jared at the Comedy Cellar. Jared, you're so hilarious.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot about T the last 7 dates, and I feel we align in a lot of ways and values. Now, these dates always end in heavy makeouts. I love that.
Love a heavy makeout.
And I know
love an HMO.
Yeah.
So stupid.
It's funny. You should be a comedian.
Thank you. Matchmaker is going to talk about HMOs and how they're preying off the weak, and we're going to go in a healthcare discussion. But go ahead.
All right. I know he wants to go further, but I want to take things slow. I haven't dated much, and after you had Matchmaker Maria on the podcast, this is so meta, I learned about her 12-date rule, and I felt that it really resonated with me. I want to wait 12 dates to have sex with T for sure. Now for my question. T started asking me about Valentine's Day and that he wants to have me over for dinner, cook for me, and have wine. I can't help that he's going to want more, of course. I really don't know how to communicate with him that I'm attracted to him, but we should wait to have sex after a few dates. I don't want to be a mood killer and think that I'm not attracted to him. I know that is the point of the rule, but I think I need help with language that isn't just no and ruin our first Valentine's together. What do you think? How do I tell the guy I want to wait? Oh my God, I have so many thoughts.
Well, give us some.
So for anyone who's a new listener or a new watcher, if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a comment and say hi. I do monitor the comments.
We read it all.
I do. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's cute. I like to be on the understand the
Well, I like
zeitgeist.
to hear what people like.
Yeah.
I like to hear what people laughed at. Oh my God, this part is, I'm dying. Like, that's always great. Yeah.
HMO.
HMO.
All right. So if this is your first introduction to me, hi. I came up with the 12-date rule method, and it's a really popular method for people to discover if they are compatible with someone from an emotional perspective without the distraction of physical intimacy. That's not to say that you can't do other stuff. And there's also this like Matchmaker Maria math. So a date counts if it's a minimum of 20 minutes, maximum 3 hours, and it could be a phone call, a video date, or an in-person date. And 3 of the 12 must be in person. So reading this, I'm kind of looking at the math. She has had 7 dates. There has had to have been phone calls or video calls between these dates, especially since January, like in 6 weeks.
Right.
Typically the 12-date rule historically is completed if you're still at 12, like if you actually get to 12, because the point is to not get to 12 with everybody. It's to break up with them.
Yeah. Or they break up with you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sure. It takes about 2.5, 3 weeks. Okay. So we're already, I feel like she's way past a 12 date. I don't want someone using this method as an excuse to say like, well, I'm not attracted to him either. Like if you're not attracted to them, you should break up with them at this point.
Right. Well, I guess that would be the problem. If I were you, and someone was like, I use the 12-date rule and guess I have to fuck them now.
Yeah,
like you're like you've kind of misinterpreted the rule.
Right.
And that would frustrate me because it's like I don't know if I can explain it better than I did.
Right.
Because what you're saying, 12 dates, you're basically saying, get that out of your head. Now you have one less thing to worry about.
Right.
Since you've already decided that I don't get to that level of intimacy until 12 dates. This is my understanding of the rule. Maybe I'm wrong. That you get it out of your head so that you can concentrate on all the other things.
How do they treat you?
How they treat you, whether they like you. And then what you're saying to the other person is you're without saying it, you're saying you got to do some work here to kind of like
and if they miss that mark, you might not get to 12. You're like, okay,
Right.
it's been 8 dates according to Matchmaker Maria math. Maybe those were 2 physical dates and like, 4 Zooms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling it. I got to break up.
Right. Well, that's the whole point that sometimes I would assume people miss.
Yeah.
This isn't something you have to get to.
Right.
This is something to help you kind of like zhuzh it out.
Yeah. And it's okay to tell someone, forget the 12-date rule for a second. It's okay to tell someone, I would love to spend Valentine's Day with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think coming over your house sounds like a really great and intimate idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a makeout session. Like you can say no.
Right.
Like if you're scared that they're going to be upset that you don't want to have sex, you shouldn't be going over their house if you don't trust that they can handle their emotions. Like this is Let me give a more normal other side of the equation.
Please. The other side of the equation, if someone said to me, hey, I've been having a lot of fun. I want to come over for dinner. I'm just letting you know, like, we are moving towards like something here. I'm getting to know you. I'm having a great time. I'm just making sure I let you know before I come over, like the level of intimacy is probably not going to like grow. It isn't going to happen. Like, I don't want to be in a scenario where you think something's going to happen that won't happen. I'm just letting you know I'm coming over to have fun, but I'm not going to sleep over. I'm not looking for that yet.
Okay.
Because that seems like a normal way.
So if you heard that as a man.
If I heard that as a man, it would be totally, if I was like into this person and dating them, I would go, that's no problem, of course.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to come over. Come over. I'm cooking dinner. That's not even on my mind.
Right.
It's on my mind, but that's not even like, okay, I'll take it off the table.
Right.
If I didn't see a few, now it's forcing me, and I think this is like the power of the 12-date rule. And this is forcing me, Jared, who might not think he needs the 12 dates to be intimate.
No man does.
Well, I'm being kind by saying that's me. That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I would go, okay, well, now that this person's looking at me seriously, and I need to make sure that if I have them over, I'm taking this seriously.
Yeah.
It makes me zone in. So that's like a normal human response. Not what the fuck. I think that's an extreme version of a person to go, well, if you're not fucking me, don't come over. Like, I don't think that's what's, I think what's going to happen is you're letting the guy know I'm taking this seriously. I think most people don't want to be bad people. They go, oh, okay.
Sounds good.
That's the page you're on. I better catch up to that page, or I better end this.
I mean, I just don't see the difference between her saying, whatever you just said, I think is great.
Yeah.
But also, she could also be ready and she's like, oh, I have my period. I don't like having sex on my period.
She could do that.
And what's he going to do? Cry? Like,
No, I would say, I think
here's a few more chocolates, I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, but I think in normal dating, the guy goes, oh, yeah, totally. I get that. Like, you would hope. Again, like, sometimes we're forced to, like, there's extremes,
any other
of course.
Reaction other than, yeah, okay.
Right.
You don't date that man. The 12-date rule worked.
Right.
You're not dating the wrong person.
Or, don't date that guy, but also, like, be awake. Listen, like I there's a little self-responsibility there. Someone can go, oh, well, he reacted bad. Like, we have these emails. This woman with the Valentine's Day. Well, we get in a fight about Valentine's Day every year. It's like, listen.
Yeah.
There's a fight here that's real. So like, the 12-day rule isn't meant to like make it so you don't have critical thought.
I also tell people, like, just because you got to 12, if you're not ready, you don't have sex.
Right.
And also, if that opportunity doesn't come up, you don't have sex. I think for me, my husband was like 16 dates in. Like, just because we didn't have time, we were never alone to do that, And
I will say also, men don't count as much as women in the beginning.
Yeah.
We don't do that just generally. Like when a woman,
I didn't tell my husband I was doing this to him.
Sure. Who cares?
I was just like, I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Right. I'm just not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
That's all the explanation you need. But I'm saying
I'm really good in bed though.
They go 3.
I did say that.
Just so you know, when it happens, you will be wowed.
I said that to him. I said,
what did
I'm
you
not.
say to that?
That is exactly. Put a Greek accent on it.
Is that the Greek version?
That's a carrot.
Tzatziki. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect, Zedid. No, that's, I said to him, I really love getting to know you. I really, I didn't say love. I really like getting to know you. I, when I'm ready to take it to that level, I'm going to let you know I like you. I'm great in bed. I got rid of all the hesitations, like, oh, maybe she doesn't like me, or maybe she's a prude, or whatever, like.
Right.
And then we just moved on. I did not do this naked. I did not do this at home. I did this while we were walking, like on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Somewhere in Chelsea, as one does.
Go. That's like the speech that Liam Neeson gives.
To Pamela Anderson?
Over the phone. That he gives to the Taken guy. I have a very special set of skills. They will not happen tonight, but they will happen in the future if you do the right thing.
Yeah. My husband used that monologue to ask me out on a third date. I'm not kidding.
I have a special set of skills.
Yeah.
If you've,
I have the letter where he wrote it on a letter.
A letter?
Yeah.
Matchmaker Maria, thank you for coming on. We solved dating.
We did. We're done.
We did it. Everyone go follow Matchmaker Maria. Ask a Matchmaker podcast. Go listen. Go subscribe. Also, Matchmaker Maria's book. Go. Ask a Matchmaker. That it's all named the same thing. So these are all easy things to find.
It's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify.
Did you know that Spotify has audiobooks?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so while you're on Spotify, you subscribe to Betches. You subscribe to Ask a Matchmaker podcast. You pre-order Jared's audiobook. You purchase my audiobook.
Right, there we
You can
go.
have the true parasocial relationship you deserve with us.
That's right. So we'll be back next week. Happy Valentine's Day. Boom.
Happy Valentine's Day.